What should a primary school pupil know about the internet? And how might this most effectively be taught? England will become the first country in the world to mandate computer programming in primary and secondary schools. At the age of 5, children will begin to learn how to write simple code. By the end of Key Stage 1, the national curriculum states that children are expected to create and debug simple programs. During Key Stage 2, children should be taught to design, write, and debug programs that accomplish specific goals, including controlling and simulating physical systems. The new teaching will allow children to understand how programs work, and they'll not only be consumers of technology, but also creators. During Key Stage 2, children must understand computer networks, including the internet, how they can provide multiple services such as the World Wide Web. The internet is not the web. John Norton uses this analogy. The web is only one of many kinds of traffic that run on its virtual tracks. This can be represented in the classroom by using children to create a network by holding hands and getting the message across. Each student represents a computer, and holding hands represents the cables. Andrew Blum's talk, Discover the Physical Side of the Internet, highlights the point that we should know what physically connects us while asking questions about an innovation most of us take for granted. Blum emphasizes that we ought to attempt to comprehend the physical realities of the internet rather than this image of the cloud. It is actually constructed by cables that go on for miles and miles under sea level. For instance, a cable that travels from Halifax to Ireland. As children are digital natives living in a digital world, they need to be equipped with the skills and confidence to develop and create their own ideas to solve problems, while understanding the infrastructure of the internet. Classroom ideas can be incorporated by asking children to draw an image of what they think the internet looks like, then compare and contrast what physical elements that actually connect us. The birth of the web. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee invented the web and the common computing language we use in day-to-day life, such as www and HTTP. HTML is the language of the web. It is not listed at all in the curriculum, but should be embedded as it's used constantly when using the web. Children will find it useful and interesting, as it is an introduction to text-based coding. Using creative links in the classroom, it can be used across the curriculum to history by creating a timeline of the internet and the web's progress throughout the past 25 years. The national curriculum states that pupils should use search technologies effectively while being discerning in evaluating digital content, meaning children must be skeptical when deciding whether information on certain websites are accurate and reliable. Websites as Wikipedia may seem credible, however, demonstrating that it can be edited simply by anyone. This can be used creatively in the classroom by using websites such as X-ray goggles, which can demonstrate that children can edit websites in contact, and asking a question, is everything you read on the internet true? The dangers of the internet should also be considered when teaching children about the internet. The national curriculum states that pupils in Key Stage 1 and 2 should use technology respectfully and safely, where to go for help and report concerns and content and contact. Ofsted supports these statutory requirements as they state that e-safety is vital and should be implemented not only in computing but throughout the curricula, which can have links to PSHE and drama. Byron emphasises the importance of roles to parents and teachers in keeping children safe. The internet cannot be made safe. During this inappropriate media, as teachers, we must ensure that they have the confidence and skills to use the internet safely and responsibly. Linking e-safety during computing lessons can be done when using creative tools such as Scratch. Teachers can model e-safety when registering an account by explaining how to keep personal information private and not revealing their real identity. Linking this to Teacher Standard 7 to ensure effective teaching in a good and safe learning environment.